Once, beyond the reach of any map, in a village that only appeared under the silver glow of the full moon, there lived a young woman named Nalo. Nalo was known for her skill with the loom. She wove cloth so fine that the elders said moonlight clung to it. But she was also known for her silence. No one had heard her voice since she was a child. It was said that the moon had stolen Nalo's voice on the night she was born, in exchange for the gift of weaving. And though she never spoke, her cloth spoke for her. Every piece she wove told a story. The village itself was strange. It could not be found in the daylight. Travelers who stumbled upon it at night would wake in the morning to find themselves in an empty clearing, as if the houses and people had been only a dream. The elders whispered that long ago, the village offended the moon. The moon, angered by their pride, cursed them to live only in the night. No one was ever allowed to see the sunrise from their homes. At dawn, the whole village vanished until the moon rose again. But a prophecy was known. When the one without a voice weaves a cloth that holds the light of the sun, the curse will break, and the village will return to the day. One moonlit night, a stranger stumbled into the village. His name was Osei, a traveler with a staff carved from a tree that no one recognized. Osei had been wandering for days, following a dream that told him to seek the village of Moonlight. The villagers were wary. No outsider had come in many years. But Nalo, curious, brought him food and a blanket. Though she could not speak, she drew pictures in the dust, asking why he had come. "I am searching," Osei said, "for the weaver of the moonlight. They say she can weave cloth that heals, cloth that remembers." When Nalo smiled faintly, the whole village grew silent. They knew he had found her. Osei told Nalo of his village. Far beyond the mountains, where the rivers had dried, the children had stopped laughing, and the earth itself seemed to be dying. His people believed that only a cloth woven with moonlight could save them. Nalo led Osei to her small hut and showed him her loom. But when she sat to weave, her hands trembled. For months now, her weaving had failed her. The threads kept breaking, and the cloths came out dull, without light. The elders warned Osei, "To ask for her weaving is to ask for her life. Each cloth takes a piece of her soul. Will you still ask?" Osei bowed. "If it will save my people, yes." That night, Nalo sat at the loom. The moonlight shone through her window, guiding her hands. But before she could finish, a great wind blew, and her threads turned to dust. On the second night, she tried again. But this time, shadowy figures appeared in her hut, the children of the moon, spirits with pale glowing faces. They whispered, "Your weaving is not strong enough. To finish this cloth, you must give up something dear." Nalo hesitated. She had already given her voice. What more could she lose? On the third night, Osei kept watch. He saw the children of the moon return, circling Nalo like wolves. They offered her a knife. "Give us your shadow," they hissed. "A weaver without a shadow can weave sunlight itself." Nalo looked at Osei, her eyes full of fear. Osei reached for the knife, but it turned to silver dust in his hand. Only she could make the choice. With trembling hands, Nalo cut her shadow away. It fell to the floor like black cloth and slithered out of the hut. From that moment, Nalo cast no shadow. But the loom came alive. The threads glowed like dawn. Nalo wove through the night, faster and faster, until the first rays of the sun appeared. For the first time, the village did not vanish, it stayed, bathed in golden morning light. When Nalo held up the finished cloth, it was brighter than fire, yet soft as silk. Osei wrapped it around his shoulders, and tears filled his eyes. But Nalo collapsed. Without her shadow, her body grew thin as mist. The villagers gathered, weeping. Osei begged the moon for mercy, but the moon only said, "Every gift has a price. She has given her shadow so that you may carry the sun." Osei carried Nalo outside to see the sunrise, the first sunrise the village had seen in generations. As the light touched her face, Nalo smiled, and for the first time in her life, she spoke. Her words were faint, but everyone heard them. "The curse is broken." Then she vanished, like dew in the morning. Osei carried the cloth back to his people. When he placed it over the dry riverbed, water began to flow again. The trees grew green, the children laughed, and the earth healed. But Osei never forgot the village of Moonlight nor the girl without a shadow who had saved them all. On every full moon, he returned to the clearing where the village used to be. And sometimes, just sometimes, when the moon was brightest, he would see a faint figure weaving at a ghostly loom. And so they say that the weaver of the moonlight still weaves in the night sky, spinning cloth out of starlight, her shadow forever gone but her voice, now part of the wind, whispering to those who listen. Every gift has a price, but some gifts are worth everything.